It is time for the AFC Championship Game from Denver, Colorado, where we have got the number 1 seeded 14-3 Denver Broncos taking on the number 3 seeded 12-5 AFC North champions in the Pittsburgh Steelers. What a game we have for you tonight. Obviously, in the division round of the playoffs, the Broncos got rid of the number 7 seeded Miami Dolphins to get to this point, and obviously no wildcard game for the Denver Broncos, but for the Pittsburgh Steelers, back-to-back games to start off this 2025 postseason that could be considered games of the year. The first one being an overtime victory, double overtime victory, 41-47 against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and then last week taking down the 13-win Kansas City Chiefs in overtime, 48-45. So the Steelers have had probably the 2 best playoff games entertainment-wise you can ask for, and now they get matched up against the AFC's best team, a team that swept the Chiefs in the regular season in Russell Wilson's Denver Broncos. And folks, if you haven't yet, make sure that subscribe button down below for more Madden 23 here in the channel. Broncos country. Let's ride. Here comes Russell Wilson getting the football first, 4,620 yards in the regular season, 37 touchdowns, 9 picks. Russ trying to get to the Super Bowl for the first time in 11 years on a 3rd and 10. Russ looking to throw. He's got time. Now going cross body, ball's picked off. Jamel Dean with the interception, and right away the Steelers take it away from Russell Wilson. Huge start for the Steelers defense, getting the Broncos off the field, and here he comes. Tua Tagovailoa last week, 545 passing yards in the win against the Chiefs. Let's see if he can continue the success here tonight. Back-to-back games with over 400 passing yards for Tua, a combined 1,000 in his first 2 postseason games this year, but he comes right in and takes a 12-yard loss on the sack. It'll now be a 2nd and 22 for the Steelers from the 44-yard line. Tagovailoa looking to throw. Hit as he throws. Ball's picked off. Oh, intended for Chris Godwin. And the Broncos going to take it right away from the Steelers. Big play from Denver as they'll get it into Steelers territory down to the 40-yard line. Here comes a 3rd and 6. Russ to his left will find his receiver, Cortland Sutton, for the first down. But now a 3rd and 10 for the Broncos. Russ looking to throw. Will they let him cook from the 33-yard line? Wilson stepping up, taking a shot. Jamel Dean bats that one down, again intended for Sutton, and the Broncos will bring out their kick team for a 50-yarder. Obviously, the ball is going to soar here with the elevation. It's a 3-0 lead for the Broncos as they get out on a lead against Pittsburgh, but we're going to give the ball to Naji Harris here on the second drive. Hopefully, Tua can limit the mistakes, and right there, Naji Harris runs for 17, but a big 3rd and 5. Tua is going to throw, take a shot downfield. Chris Godwin has got it. That ball is on a rope to Godwin, and a big gain for the Steelers gets him within the 10-yard line. Tua's first completion goes for 43 yards, and now in a 2nd and 11, Tua from the 11, looking, Tua's right, back to Godwin. 2 completions so far for Tagovailoa, both going to the first-year Steeler and Chris Godwin, and Pittsburgh's going to go up 7-3 with that big drive right there, responding to the Broncos' first points of the night with the field goal. So, Denver back with it from the 36-yard line. Here comes Russ to his right. Ball will be caught. It is the former Cleveland Brown and Michigan Wolverine in Donovan Peoples-Jones. DPJ has got them to midfield, but now on a 3rd and 7, here comes Russ again, looking to throw, scrambling to his left. Can we get to him? Ball's out in the fumble. It's recovered by the Denver O-line. We're going to push him all the way back to the 38-yard line. Huge loss for the Broncos as they have no other choice but to punt it back to Pittsburgh. So the Steelers have got it from the 21-yard line on a 3rd and 4. Tua looking to throw, trying for Chris Godwin. He's hit as he releases, and Denver's going to get it back after a Steelers 3-and-out. So Russ back with the football from the 32-yard line. Can he start cooking up in this game? He's going to find his tight end for the first down to the 43-yard line. That's how we will close this first quarter with the Steelers up by 4, 7-3. So the Broncos continuing their drive from the 43-yard line at 1st and 10 for Russell Wilson. Going to his left to his running back, Jamal Williams, has got the first down and a lot more in the Steelers territory down to the 38. But now 3rd and 10 for the Broncos. Russ looking to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Now he doesn't. Travion Zimmerman gonna get to him. Oh, the pass rush by the Steelers getting to Russ, as the Steelers are going to get the football back after a Denver punt. We'll get it back here on a 1st and 10 handoff. Naji Harris on the draw. Big play right there for the Steelers and a gain of 12. Naji's got only 6 carries, but 41 yards so far. And on a 3rd and 1, just give the ball right back to him. Naji Harris. Oh, he breaks off 4 tackles. Oh, and he's gone. Naji down to 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Steelers. I mean, it looked like Naji was getting like 4 or 5 yards max. Somehow he gets out of it. Harris is going to score 65 yards to the house and the Steelers go up 14-3. It's an 11-point lead now for Pittsburgh after Naji Harris's monster run. The Broncos back with it on a 3rd and 12, and Wilson's got no other option but to throw that ball away. Russ is 6 for 15 throwing the football, and for one of the NFL's most dominant offenses in this regular season, they are not doing anything here in the AFC Championship game until, well, I mean, they're back in business. The defense is going to get them the football back. That one's punched out of the hands of Tua Tagovailoa. And Denver's got it back from the 47-yard line. Handoff Jamal Williams on a 1st and 10. Williams will have short of the first down marker, but he's going to get close. It'll be at 2nd and inches. Give it right back to him. No, Russ is going to keep looking like he's still in Seattle. Russell Wilson on the read option gets the first down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 17 for Russ. And a 3rd and 1 now for the Broncos. Wilson to his left. Miscommunication. Can't connect with Courtland Sutton, and the Broncos are forced to kick a field goal from 34 yards out, which they'll hit. It's a one-score game now, 14-6, but still the Broncos offense has been pretty stagnant so far in tonight's contest, as Naji Harris on a 1st and 10 is going to run for a big gain right there of 13 yards. He's got 9 carries now for 120. 3rd and 9 though now for the Steelers. Tua's sacked. Tagovailoa can't make anything of that play. The Broncos get it back after a punt on a 3rd and 5. Russ in the pocket to his right. That ball will be caught, and breaking a tackle for the first down, DPJ. Peoples-Jones gets him to the 23-yard line for a 1st and 10. Wilson out the gun, taking a shot, lobbing it up. Jamel Dean all day. It's going to be Dean's 2nd interception of the night. Russ trying to force one up to Courtland Sutton, and our all-pro corner Jamel Dean is going to get it right back for Pittsburgh. We'll have it at the 31-yard line on a 3rd and 6. Tua steps up, and he will connect with the tight end in Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth's got us down to the 16-yard line after a gain of 15 yards. 1st and 10, 30 seconds to go. Tagovailoa looking, stepping up. He's going to run. Tua's going to try to get in the end zone. He will. It's going to be a 16-yard rushing touchdown for Tua Tagovailoa, showing no fear after the fumble earlier on in the game, and the Steelers now up 21-6 with 25 seconds to go here in this first half. Russell Wilson going to swing it to Jamal Williams. That ball is caught. Minka Fitzpatrick can't make the tackle, and Miles Jack's essentially going to push Jamal Williams out of bounds, saving Denver a timeout. They'll have it from midfield on a 1st and 10. Wilson looking to get rid of it over the middle. Ball is caught. DPJ breaks off a tackle, but doesn't hold on to the football. Minka Fitzpatrick bats it out. Akello Witherspoon's going to take it to the 45. And don't look now, but with 10 seconds, one play gets us into Tucker's range. Essentially, we're already in Tucker's range considering we're in Denver, but right there, boom, big play. Chris Godwin gets us down to the 22-yard line. It's a chip shot field goal for the greatest kicker of all time. 39 yards for Justin Tucker from the left hash. It's up and it is good. The Broncos now down by 18 points as the Steelers make this a 3-possession game going into the halftime locker rooms. This Pittsburgh defense is playing lights out right now. The offense is doing their job as well. I mean, nothing I can ask more of. 24-6 going into the 3rd quarter. And Pittsburgh starts with the football. So a 3rd and 6 for Tua from the 28-yard line, looking to throw, gets it to NFL, a young boy, George Pickens. It's his first catch of the game, and Pickens with a huge run after the catch, getting 20 yards down to the 48-yard line. Now Pittsburgh down to the 46 on a 2nd and 4. Tua on the slant route will find Jalen Waddle. Waddle down to the 38, his first catch of the night as well. And a 2nd and 3 for Tagovailoa. Tua is right. Pat Freiermuth, hits him in stride. Freiermuth down to the 12-yard line. Pittsburgh methodically working this football down the field on a 3rd and 10. Tua is right. Chris Godwin catch, touchdown. All Pittsburgh right now in Denver. Tua to Godwin again. 31-6 is now our score. The Broncos are not putting up a fight right now. We had close games against Kansas City and Jacksonville, but the Broncos struggling really to stay competitive. Jerry Jeudy right there is going to catch that one and take him down to the 44. Now a 2nd and 1 from the 34. Ball is caught by the tight end to the outside, and he'll get out of bounds at the 21. But still, 3rd and 7 for Russ from the 18-yard line. Wilson being pressured, and he is brought down. They're going to say incomplete pass. He got it off. Doesn't matter, nonetheless, the Broncos going to kick the field goal from about 35 yards out. It's up and it is good. So 31-9 is our score. Now, math is not my strong suit, but it's a 22-point game, as I just calculated. Naji Harris right there on a 3rd and 1 is going to come back to the football, loop around, and catch and get the first down. Yeah, things aren't going the Broncos' way. Down by 3 scores. It's a 22-point game, 31-9 for the Steelers going into the 4th quarter. So yeah, essentially a closeout quarter for the Steelers. A touchdown really puts this away. Not that, though. A sack on 2nd and 10. Bradley Chubb's going to get his 2nd sack of the contest. So a 3rd and 20 for the Steelers. You might as well take a shot here. Tua looking to air one out. Chris Godwin, watch out. Oh my goodness, head top. Oh my, Chris Godwin. I think that's going to do it. No matter what, it puts us into field goal range. 3rd and goal, handoff. Tua gives it to Naji Harris. Harris scores. That's your ball game. 38 now to 9 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course, we'll keep it here, but I mean, I think this is your game now. We'll see what the Broncos and Russell Wilson can cook up on the other side. Russ says, I'm cooking right now. Goes to his left. He's still cooking. And oh my goodness, it's dropped. Travion Zimmerman gets to, what is that offensive lineman's problem? Okay, 4th and goal now for the Broncos. Russ looking to throw to his right. Ball is caught by, I don't even know who that is. And he just says, not going to try to get in the end zone. I'm going to take my 4 yards and be happy with it. That's going to do it from Denver. I mean, I wish we could have offered you a more competitive game here, but it's a blowout. 29-point victory for the Steelers as the win here in Denver at 38-9. It was the least competitive Steelers playoff game this entire postseason. I mean, by far, we had that 48 to whatever game against the Jaguars. We had the close competitive overtime game against the Chiefs as well. And we go into what's supposed to be the AFC's best team in the AFC's hardest stadium to play in the elevation. And we go in there and we beat them by 29 points. So Broncos country, let's ride. The Steelers go into Denver and completely take care of business. Next week, though, tomorrow night, the Super Bowl. Pittsburgh gets their 3rd shot at it as they've won their 3rd straight AFC Championship game, and they will be playing the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, the 9-8 Minnesota Vikings got to the Super Bowl. We beat them in Week 18 with our backup players like Hendon Hooker got to play, and we'll see them again. They were the 7th seed. They ran the table. They beat the Cowboys in the wild card round to win the Super Bowl last year. And now we're going to get them in the Super Bowl. CJ Stroud and the guys versus Tua Tagovailoa and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And oh, by the way, I know I called Javonte Williams Jamal Williams the entire game. That is my fault. So, folks, I will see y'all tomorrow for the Super Bowl. Thank y'all for watching episode number 83 of the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise mode here on Madden 23. If you haven't yet, though, make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Thank you, folks, here for watching. And Mamba forever.